Greetings and gratitude to all life forms and life workers who have found this cosmic life now. Wherever you may be, please read the description of this video. If you are new, if you are returning, thank you. If you are somewhere in between, I say thank you. If you don't know what you are, say thank you. SS Lady, Jason and everyone here, thank you for your time. I appreciate your energies. If you would like a message for the day, please choose 1 through 22. I recommend that you read the pinned comment and the description of this video to understand how this broadcast is formatted. Okay, SS, up, down, left, right, or random. This is your cosmic message for the day. As we expand in this morning time, as we hold time together, as the space is being created and shared, we feel this vibration expand. Okay, here's your angel message is SS Lady. Greetings and gratitude, everyone here. Divya J, thank you for your kindness. I am quite well, Starry Night. Thank you for being here. Okay, SS Lady. Your thoughts create your reality. Understand that the type of thoughts you do act on, the ones you are different than the ones you just think. So your thoughts drive your life, so steer them carefully. Be aware which thoughts you are acting on and put kindness first, SS Lady. If you are kind to yourself and others, the universe will open up whatever issue that your question might be. The answer would most likely always be kindness. Whatever the problem is, the answer is almost always kindness. Be kind today and enjoy the feeling. Have kindness, SS Lady, in whatever situation is going through. Be the kindness, know the angels love and support you, and be open to being more kind every single day. You can never stop getting kinder and kinder. Kindness is a powerful magic, SS Lady. Thank you for being here. Starry Night. I am great. Up, down, left, right, or random. Thank you, Starry Night. Jason 20 White, right. Okay, tell me when to stop. Starry Night. I don't just and Jason, either one, tell me when to stop. You both have the same deck. Okay, Jason, tell me when to stop. I have your Starry Night. Shuffling for Jason or anyone else who would like this deck. Okay, Starry Night. Write down the things you love, write down compliments, write down the things you enjoy, and experience them more. By writing, you can better create your reality. Use your words to shape it. You deserve to be wealthy, successful, and powerful. But you can only do this by loving yourself, loving your reality, and loving the stars that are around you. Know that your wealth is not an external thing, it's an internal thing that you radiate externally. Find ways to be more wealthy, to be more successful, to be more powerful, and to be more loving. Write down your joys, your successes, your triumphs, and your failures, and love them all. Be unconditional in your love. Love everything, even the darkest thing, because love is unconditional in its truest form. Jason, you are the cosmic tree of abundance. You are never going to be poor. It's impossible for you to be poor because you know you are royal. You know you are abundant. Tap into your own sequence, your own way of doing things, your own flow, your own vibratory frequency, and write things down, Jason. You should become a writer, a creator, somebody who gets monetized by writing, by showing up in their energies and writing it down what they experience at a later date. So others at an even later date can then read it and experience it. This is, yes, a long process, but by being a creator, by being a writer, your energy, Jason, will live for eons because your power will echo throughout the cosmos. Okay, VG, up, down, left, right, or random. Thank you for your kind candle magic. I'm a lot of things. People call me that. That word psychic has a lot of definitions. I'm a shaman. I'm a wizard. I'm a lot of things that people call me. I call myself me. I don't use any terms or labels, but others put a lot of them on me, so that's one of them. Another one's medium. I think I'm well done, though. Okay, VG, up, down, left, right, or random. Which of the 5 elements do you choose? Up, down, left, right, or random? Hello, 5 people, greetings. Okay. Okay, please. What's shaman tradition? 50% Celtic shamanism and eclectic shamanism throughout the world, and then the other 50% is the ancient Greek and Roman style of oracle worship and divination. So oracle magic from the more Greco/Roman pagan time, and then the pre-Viking shamans, and some of the Viking shaman path as well. So very European tradition. Alaya, I'm not answering questions, but the answer is that it will go good because you are amazing. You are great, and nothing can stop you from being great. Dance like you've never danced before. Dance as though the universe is watching you. Dance as though you are the universe, not caring at all that you're watching yourself dance. Okay, VG, say stop. When you feel compelled, just say stop. But Alaya, thank you for being here. And you are powerful. And I can tell your dance in the state of Arizona will go great. Dance like you've never danced before. Dance with, as though your life is on the line. Dance as though you are everything and nothing else is outside of your dance. Dance is powerful, powerful magic. So VG, say stop, or I will stop when I feel compelled. Anyone now or in the future? Let the thorns fall. Let your water source come through. Be grounded in it. And know that your thoughts and your will can be manifested together in a unique perspective that others would not be able to realize. So, Starry Night, I've had some teachers, but I'm mostly self-taught eclectic shamanism. How did I learn from the Greco tradition? One, through study. Here's one of my resources. There's multiple others. I'm not the only person who does this, but I do have my own unique path. I do share to those who are open, and I respect others who disagree. So, okay, VG, here's your message. Now is the time to import the end of the process. Make it end now. End the things that no longer serve. Stop the things that have been happening. Let the ice energy, let that dark, demonic, frozen force thaw out. Let it cascade into the dismal backwater. Know that this dark force is just going to have to flow out from you, VG. Let the dismal backwater just purge itself, because you no longer need this toxic fluid. You can use it for your power if you would like, but get this toxic energy out because it's no longer serving you. It could be medicinal as well to others. So be aware of this power that you have. Thank you, Starry Night. If anyone here, go into the description box. There's a bunch of all caps words that generally the internet doesn't like people talking about. Post them here and I will discuss any of those words at length. I can mention it here, but to save you time and reference in the future, I will post the link of the video in which I have recently uploaded, which discusses the exact thing you're asking me for. So I recently started a mystery school, and this is the course list and the orientation of the mystery school for any interested students. And I will just I discuss that material. One, if you really are into the way the way of oracles, they're almost all on free PDFs. You have to find them in your own way, in your own journey, and that's kind of adds to the whole greatness of it, because there's so much. The ones you find are the ones that shape you. So I find it very amazing to research old PDF archives on multiple continents and really try and find a lot of unique things you might not have found elsewhere by taking the time to do the actual hard physical labor research. The main thing I recommend for any student is the Kabbalion, which can be found free on the Kabbalion.org, KYBALION.org. And this is the 7 principles of cosmic magic in which I follow in my practice. Words are spells. So I am doing spell work as you are watching. You have consented to this spell work by clicking this video. Oh, let not the flame die out, cherished age after age in its dark cavern, in its holy temples cherished, fed by pure ministers of love. Let not the flame die out. Starry Night, check out the backlog of content on this channel. You will find a lot of things you might have been looking for. I've been at this for a few years, hoping for certain individuals of the starry cosmos to find my broadcast when they need it most, and for me to have a large collection of them already. Can you tell when you come across the Star Wanderer? Yes. Yes, I can. How can anyone now in the future tell if someone you're talking to is out of this world cosmic person? Well, the main way you can tell is generally their vibration is at a more consistent higher and less long lower and less back and forth. Humans, they go back and forth really quick. These higher cosmic entities, they stay at one for longer, and then when they go down, they stay at, and then they always go back. And this is a general way to check if someone's cosmic. Another one is how they say the word human. Most people generally don't like using the word human, and they will they will say person, they will say everything in their like to not ever use the word human. Because they are human, it's pointless to say that. But if you're not a human, you will say the word human a lot, or enough to get your point across. This is another way to tell. Generally, starry people like myself, the cosmic crossers, the walkers throughout the wandering space-time, we like to refer to you humans as humans because we ourselves know that we are human galactus instead of Homo sapien. We live with the Homo sapien, we work and have friends and have close relationship with Homo sapien, but those Homo galactus, we know that when we're around this person that their energy is vibrating at such a frequency, we can just tell. And I can tell that for you, Starry Night. And the other 3 people who are currently watching this broadcast live. Here's your message. Anyone now or in the future? Coming in live from Earth Plane, Terra Leo 3. Karma is just a 3D illusion. If they believe in karma, they will get stuck in it. If they can overcome karma because they know karma is a 3rd-dimensional concept, they are able to rise. It just depends on who the wanderer is and what their purpose of mission is. Some of them choose to get stuck in 3D, to ground cosmic frequencies into the 3D grid to help dissolve it. Starry Night. So think of it, If the whole D is 3D and you want it to become 5D, what you do is you take 5D and you put it down into the 3D. Karma is a Maya illusion. No, your actions have equal consequence, but this consequence is not something that can be monitored and stored. It just happens instantaneously. Karma exists on the third dimension, but as you rise into higher dimensions, it no longer exists. So it does exist here on your 3D plane. It is real. You should be aware of it, and you should monitor it. But as you rise into the fifth and higher dimensions, it no longer exists. Yeah, it just becomes cause and effect. The karma code just becomes the law of cause and effect, which is discussed at length in the Kabbalion, one of the 7 laws of the universe, cause and effect. I will read the passage from this chapter. The law of causation. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for a law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law, the Kabbalion. The great 6 Hermetic principle, the principle of cause and effect, embodies the truth that the law pervades the universe, that nothing happens by chance, and that chance is merely a term indicating cause, existing but not recognized or perceived. That phenomenon is consciousness, without break or exception. The principle of cause and effect underlines all scientific thought, ancient and modern, and was enumerated by the Hermetic teachers in the early days. So this is ancient Hermetic stuff that the law of cause and effect teaches. And as there's always a push and pull, a swing and come and forth in a polarity, a gender, there's always that duality in the third dimension. And these are rules of the third dimension. So when you rise to higher dimensions, some of the cosmic laws stay the same, and some of them change. And it is you knowing which ones are on multiple dimensions and how to work with those ones specifically to change all dimensions and all timelines at the same time. That takes a long time of communal training with a group of like-minded students that will help challenge an individual, which is why I recommend mystery schools of any kind that you feel drawn to. I feel very strongly that those work. Those are incredibly powerful, and you should be aware of what you're doing when you're doing it. And you don't need to know what they mean. You just need to know that you're doing it and let it happen. Don't question the magic and feel that its vibration is true, because it is. Jaden, I'm going to show you some if you would like. So I use hieroglyphs in my sigils. I use runes in my sigils. I use geometric lines in my I use pop culture symbols. I use abstract symbols. I use hieroglyphs. I use Nordic symbols, Celtic symbols, and bio symbols, all in my sigil craft. So to an outsider, this just looks like a page of doodles, but it's a book of sigils, 44 sigils yet to be defined. And in a deep trance, I created this, and the intention was you all right now, the expansion of my creative endeavors. And so I recommend sigil craft, but make your name be your sigil, and make your name be part of your sigil magic. Do a lot of research. There's many different types of sigil craft. I even use some Solomonic sigil craft as well. So there's a deep world of sigil magic. If you're into sigil magic, I will discuss it in the mystery school. as one of the topics of the mystery school. I'll post a video on sigil magic. I will. This video that you're watching now will stay up. For anyone now or in the future, create your symbols, label them, research them, and understand them, because they have complex meaning. So, Jason, on the internet, there's multiple PDFs on encyclopedias of sigils. Look them up. They're free, and I recommend you check them out because they helped me a lot in my sigil magic quest. And there's a lot of free PDFs that you can download that just discuss that. Let me show you, tell you the name of the one I have on my phone. I've been using a lot recently, and it's really great. As every sigil from all over the world, all in one big encyclopedia. And it's really great. I use it every day. It's called Dictionary of Occult Hermetic Symbolism by Fred Gettings. Dictionary of Occult Hermetic and Alchemical Sigils by Fred Gettings. And it's a free book that anyone can download. So if you are interested in sigil magic, I recommend you find that book. Dictionary of Occult Hermetic Alchemical Sigils and Symbols by Fred Gettings. I will type the name of the author in now. I love this book. It's super dense encyclopedia, and it's just so good. So anyone here, please read the pinned comment if you want your message. Hello, Betsy. Fraser, thank you for your time. So sigil magic is so great. All book magic I love, but sigil magic is the height of book magic, of spellcraft. And it's super powerful, and if you get good at it, it starts manifesting almost like within the day that you do it. Sometimes my spell manifestation is like within minutes. I make a sigil, and the thing that I'm making a sigil deliberately for happens, boom. I'm like, I write it down in my journal. I'm like, okay, experiment was awesome. Happened in 4.3 minutes. It doesn't matter. We can be both. We can be starry and earthy at the same time. Betsy, please request your number for your daily message. It is open and willing, able and happy to provide service. Thank you. Up, down, left, right, or random, Betsy? Jason, sometimes it's less than 5 minutes my manifestations come true for my sigils. Sometimes it's something as simple as I wish for the dry spot in the yard to be fixed. So I'm going to draw a sigil for that exact manifestation. I draw the sigil, I wait, and I go outside, and there's new grass growing where it's never grown ever before. And this weed has stopped growing, even though it always grows, by just doing sigil magic. And I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. It's coming, powerful stuff. Okay. 11 up. Okay, Betsy, you chose the Lenormand French fortune-telling deck. So please tell me when to stop, Betsy. Thank you for your kind, beautiful goddess energies, everyone here. And Starry Night, the answer is yes. I believe so, but I believe it happens at the same time. You're most likely incarnated on multiple planets and multiple timelines at the same time right now, and they all can communicate with each other and talk to each other. Betsy, do you read the Bible? If you don't want to answer, that's fine. If you read the Bible, keep doing it. If you don't read the Bible, read another type of holy book, because the more you spend with your spirit, with your reality, with your connection to God, but through learning, through information, through service, find ways to read it differently. So here's another book recommendation, and this time I can actually post the PDF for everybody. So I can actually post the link. So, Meditations on the Tarot. If you can connect to your spiritual study and write down and learn and educate, Betsy, your life will grow and become more powerful and powerful. Ever since when my father passed away, it affected my spiritual development, same way my grandfather passed away, changed my whole path. So write down your experiences, research this idea of spirituality that is within you, and find this energy through a holy book. I recommend the book I'm suggesting, which has Bible quotes, and it discusses the symbolic meaning of the tarot. So find religious books, spiritual books, and that will help you in many ways. Make your own if need be. Betsy, you are powerful and divine. My condolences for your mother. She loves you deeply. I feel her coming through very powerfully, and you are loved by many entities, God included. So Betsy, there's a link for the book I recommend for you. Just say stop. Anybody who would like a message, please say stop. Person in the future, you get one anyway. Yours is, Dear Unknown Friend, the preceding arcanum of the moon confronts us with the task of human intellect to liberate itself from the magical enchantment which separates from spontaneous wisdom and to unite itself with the latter, i.e. to receive intuition. The 19th arcanum, the sun, is that of the accompanied union of intelligence and spontaneous wisdom. The arcanum of intuition. Intuition is what results from the intimate and profound alliance of intelligence and spontaneous wisdom. So, Betsy, connect to your intuition and your spontaneous wisdom. Let this flow of the energies within and without connect in its perfect frequency. To me, this is profoundly eye-opening, Jason. That's all we can do, Starry Night, is always improving, always getting better, always learning. It's not something we can stop. It's just an ever-evolving process. So please say stop if you would like a message from Meditations on the Tarot. Just say stop. Okay. I've read some of the raw books, yes. I work with Thoth though. I work with the moon. Ra is the sun, but this is my path. I chose the moon. Others choose Ra. If you look for Ra, he exists. I have a lot of friends who are Ra. I work with Ra, but I devote myself to the moon, Thoth. So, all of my scripts come from the Hermetic Thoth school. I do not work with sun worshipping. I work with moon worshipping. So, say a spread message from your mom. I can give you a whole channel message from your mom, but not freely on the chat. We can arrange a session. I do a $1 per minute, and 20 minutes can give you a lot of information. Hello, Christine Jones. Thank you for being here. So anyone now or in the future who told me to say stop. It appears as a autonomic formulation induced upon consciousness. It is just if the complex were an autonomous being capable of interfering with the interactions of the ego. Complexes do indeed behave like secondary or partial personalities, possessing a mental life of their own. Carl Jung. So the idea that your mind cognizes on its own frequency. It has its own way of being, its own echoes of sensations. You can look into this and find more of that information within yourself. When you see that you are connected to this frequency, you can deeply feel this energy around you. We can go back to book messages, but I would like to answer all the people's questions, cosmic messages of the day, and then I can return to book messages. So, 5 up. The Psychic Tarot from John Holland. I do work with channeled books, correct? But Betsy, what your mom needs you to know right now is you are beautiful, amazing, and just awesome. You're so cool. You're the coolest person ever, Betsy. And your mom wants you to know that. I'm just the person who's going to tell you. Okay, Christine Jones. Conflict and defeat in reverse, which means the ability to avoid conflict and succeed. Anytime conflict will come up, know that you can see a different frequency, you can find a different energy, you can avoid the conflict by talking to the angels, by letting them balance, letting these energies come through you and feel this energy deeply and allow it through you, around you, and energy up and out through the angelic frequencies. Feel it deeply and know it all around you. You are connected to the all. Don't let your past defeats prevent you from succeeding in the future. I understand. I deeply am aware of the books of Ra. There are many books of Ra, but Ra cannot write his own books, so he works with the god of writing to make them channeled. Ra is a higher entity, I'm aware, but I work with Thoth. Thoth channels books as well. This woman is a channeler. Her name is Ashlyn, and she woke up in a dream, startled, being told that she needed to start channeling, and created this book, which is the original Thoth channelings, is the Emerald Tablets in the Pyramid Modern Student. And so she kind of dates it through a channeling and with multiple introductions. So here's the link to the Emerald Tablets. Okay, Neelam, please tell me when to stop. So I use self-channeled messages, but Starry Night, many people work with Raw. I have a lot of friends. They don't use internet this way, but I do know many Raw practitioners who say that the books of Raw help them a lot. But I work with the books of Thoth, and this is my own choice. First, lie and rest with your head to the eastward. Fold your hands at the source of your light, the solar plexus. Place your consciousness in the left seat, the third eye, the life seat. Whirl your consciousness and dive into two. Send one out towards the north, send the other towards the south. Relax. There hold upon your being. Then, from your form will your silver spark fly, upwards and onwards to the suns of the morning, bending with the light as one with source. There is shall flame till desire shall be ceased, and then shall it return from the place and form. Know that this is how the great souls pass. This is how an individual who has immortality, Neelam, can break immortality. So know that you can move past the immortality. Immortality is not what you're looking for, Neelam. You can be young forever and keep growing. Know that your form is dual, balanced in polarity, while formed in its form. Know that when death approaches you, it is because your balance has been lost. It is likely because one pole has been lost. Know that the secrets of life in a Menti, and the secrets of restoring the balance of poles. All that exists has form and is living because of spirit and life in its poles. Do you not see that the earth's heart are all things that have ever existed on its face? The source of your spirit is connected to the earth's heart. From in your form, you are one with the earth. And when you have learned to hold your balance, you shall hold the balance of the earth. You shall exist then while the earth is existing, changing in form only when earth too shall changes. Tasting not of death, but one of the planet, holding your form until it passes away. So Neelam, when you deeply work with the earth, go inside, you can be immortal. You can choose to die at any time. But know that your immortality, your power and frequency is always within. Feel the energy throughout and never forget that your power and frequency is cosmic. And as it radiates, as it transforms, as it becomes more, you are becoming more. This will never end. Thank you, Neelam. Thank you, everyone else. If anyone else would like a book message, choose 1 through 10. Thank you, Neelam, for your continued viewership. Powerful goddess known as Neelam. The Kabbalistic concepts. Please say stop, Christine Jones. Just say stop. I recommend you draw that as sigil craft, and know that all shields are soft at some place. So I don't use shielding, I use flaming. which means my shield is my fire. Nothing can permeate my fire, and it echoes throughout the universe. My divine flame manifests what I wish to manifest as a magnet of cosmic fire. But if you do use shielding, make sure your shield is rotating. If it's stagnated, it can easily be destroyed. So if you do use shielding, I recommend rotating the shield mentally. But that is a good process. But draw it out, write it out before you do it, before you cast it. Theorize it. As someone has said, nature always prefers the shotgun to the rifle. Have you ever heard that before? Christine Jones. As someone has said, nature always prefers the shotgun to the rifle. This means that to make one life birth, millions of seeds are aimed and fired at only one egg. The same with plant growth. All fight to survive, and most die off except the toughest or the luckiest. Adapt or die is the law of life on this planet. In the original scheme of things, humans hung on to their lives literally by their teeth and claws like other creatures. Of endless humans born, however many lived and grown up to propagate the species. Their only hope was to breed all they possibly could, and the instinct is still in human nature, particularly along the less spiritually awakened souls on earth. The more spiritually developed people become, the more they realize that their tremendous responsibility towards other souls, especially those of their own category. This makes them more careful about providing bodies for others unless there is very good and significant reason for uh, for incarnation. In other words, this initiates of the holy mysteries do not breed carelessly and indiscriminately, purely for the sake of momentary pleasure. They do not obnoxiously to breed at all. They are anxious. They are not anxious to breed at all unless they can secure the aptitude foothold in which the world of souls, an equal or perhaps superior status to themselves, who may want to incarnate on this. So the idea, those who just Christine Jones, people who just have sex for sex, they're not doing it for the right holy reason. They're not doing it for the divine purpose of God, and they're not respecting the universe. Don't judge these people. Just show them the mistakes you've made and that you have overcome, and you have learned these lessons throughout yourself, and know that these reproductive things are very primal and ancient, and we need to honor them and respect them powerfully in their own way. That is different from how others see things and respect things. So find this balance and don't be judgmental or preachy. Just say, hey, I was there. I understand where you are, but this is what I've learned, and I think it's better to be celibate and to not use my reproductive powers willy-nilly, and just be aware of what I'm doing. So anyone else, if you want a book message, choose 1 through 10. I'm about to end the broadcast. 5 people. Thank you for being here. If you have any other questions, spiritual or magical or mystical related, ask. I will answer them. Okay, thank you, everybody. I hope you have a magical, mystical, and wonderful day wherever you are. I will respond to the email after this, Jason. Thank you. Have a great time. Look forward to the next broadcast.